Hello everyone, Demon Eyes here. Gonna go over some summoner tips and tricks for the pet sweet box or the pet candy box. Now guys, not all of my pets have all of their candy boxes fully opened up, which I will explain in the coming of the video here. But this is just a general, this is the pet sweet / candy box and what you would like to do with it. So I do hope this guide helps you guys out. If you would, please give me a like and a comment below if this guide helped you or what you would like me to work on. As always, you can catch me on Twitch at twitch.tv/demonize. Link below and the video once it is finished. Alright guys, now on to the game. Alright, so all of your pets have a pet candy / sweet box, which you see by going to pets, and then we will just go with this one here, sweet box. Now, the sweet box has different types of candies, parfaits, rolls, gummies, all kinds of stuff that you can put in the pet box, and depending on the sweet that you put in your pet box will depend on the different bonus it's going to give your pet. As an example, let's just say here, this satisfying parfait, if I would put this in Popple's pet box, then when Popple is above 60% or higher, she deals increased damage. Alright, so pretty self-explanatory there. There's support rolls, which do different types of deals, like this one, temporarily decreases damage taken when the pet's HP is below half or less. There's the cookies. Cookies are the bread and butter of a pet box. You're always going to want to put at least 2, maybe 3 cookies in the pet box. It's going to depend on the pet. The cookies are for a couple different things. Cookies will raise melee power, dex, range power, or tech power, so they're very useful. Some cookies will also raise PP or HP depending on what you would like to add to your pet box. Down here you're going to see these spirit canes. There's a couple different types of canes. Some canes are long like this, where other canes are going to be kind of horizontal. And they're going to fit like that, and they're going to do different types of things depending on what types of canes you have. Then there is the sandwiches. The toughness sandwiches, there's 3 different ones. One to raise your physical defense, one to raise your range defense, and one to raise your text defense. And then there's the stamina gummies that only take up one little tiny square. And those just raise your HP by 10. Not much, but they're meant for fillers. There's also what you don't see I have in here are pancakes. There's a single pancake, a double stack pancake, and a triple stack pancake. The pancakes will raise your pet's elemental level. Your pet should always be a light pet, and you always want to include 1 double stack pancake and 1 triple stack pancake in your pet box. So, first off with the pet boxes, this is what a pet box looks like when your pet is level 1. So from level 1 to level 50, your pet box looks like this. At level 50, the blue cubes, which are called jelly cubes, will automatically disappear. Now, that leaves the caramel cubes, those orangish yellow cubes there. Those can be removed as well. The paper cubes, the grayish black cubes, are locked in. There's no way to remove those. Now, how you remove the caramel cubes is you need a caramel crusher. Caramel crushers you can buy from the Pet Lab Technician Ariel or from the EX Cube Exchange shop. They take 8 EX cubes for 1 caramel crusher. Guys, you need to keep in mind that every single pet box has 8 caramels to crush, so you're going to need 64 EX cubes per pet to fully open up the potential of the pet box. I do highly recommend that you do not start putting sweets in your pet box until you fully unlock all the spots in your box. You can temporarily put in some sweets, and you can either remove them with a sweet dissolver or sugar tongs. That way they don't get dissolved, they go back into your inventory. Sugar tongs can be found on the SG shop. For 1 SG each, you can get a sugar tong, but the sugar tong is a one-time use. So every piece of candy you want to remove from your pet box and put back into your inventory is going to cost you 1 SG. Alright, let's show you what a pet box that's fully opened up looks like. So, I will go to my Synchro. My Synchro has his pet box fully opened up, and as you can see, it is jam-packed full of all types of different candies and sweets. I have the double stack pancake, the triple stack pancake in there. And then let's show you the other ones. We also have the Satisfying Parfait. Increases damage when he's 60% health or above. We have the Substitution Roll. reduces PP costs when he's in Alter Ego, has the support role, which when he's in Pet Sympathy use during Shifta, he has increased attack, defense, and crit rate. And down here, the Megatron Parfait, which makes him do increased damage to bosses. Very extremely useful Parfait for Synchro, since Synchro is your boss killer. And then as you can see, I have a Toughness Sandwich here, we have a Critical Cane here, we have another Critical Cane here, another Toughness Sandwich, we have Casting Cookies, here, and down here. Now, you guys may see that some of the candy says +3, +2, +4. So certain candies need to be shrunk down in order to make maximum room in your pet box. If you don't shrink a candy down, this is what a parfait looks like before you shrink it down. It's huge. That takes up a lot of space. Once you shrink it down to the minimum it can be, it will be a 2x2 parfait. That is how you maximize all the space in your pet box, by shrinking down the cookies, the parfaits, the rolls, and the pancakes. You need to shrink all those down to make sure you have maximum room in your pet box. And that is why you want to wait until you fully crush all the caramels in a pet box when you finally get to your pet build, when you know what candies and sweets you want to put in your box. Summoner is pretty easy to level, and it's pretty easy gear-wise since we don't have any harmonizers in the game right now. We only have a level 1 weapon. So the true end game for Summoner is farming your units and then your pet box. Like I said, keep in mind it's 64 EX cubes for 8 caramel crushers. So in order to shrink down your pet food, just visit Ariel, and then you're going to do compressed sweets from inventory. As you see here, all the sweets that can be compressed down. Now here's an important thing to keep in mind, that when you're shrinking down pet food of 13 stars or above, it's going to take not only Maceta, but it's also going to take Lambda Grinders. Lambda Grinders right now are a little hard to come by. You can get 3 every day by completing a daily quest. You can get 20 Lambda Grinders every single week from the casino. They cost 250 coins per grinder, so for 5,000 casino coins, you can get 20 grinders a week. You also can exchange 3 12-star weapons for 1 Lambda Grinder in the swap shop. Now, besides parfaits, the rolls, the cookies, and what I don't have in my inventory is the pancakes. The rolls, they're 12-star, they only take Maceta and grinders, so that's pretty easy to shrink down. When you do shrink down pet food, it does have the ability to fail. If it fails, you do not have to worry about it eating your pet food. You're just going to lose the Maceta and the grinders and or Lambda Grinders that you used. So your pet food will still be there to try to shrink down again. The further you shrink your food down, the less of a chance you have for it to successfully shrink down. Now, I will show you one of my other pets. I will show you Marin. Marin's pet box I just opened up, and as you can see, I'm still missing a couple different things to put in the pet box. But as you see, I left slots for 2 canes to go. I left spots for 1 more support roll to go. And then I filled in a spot with a couple gummies, the stamina gummies. The long kind of flower looking things, those are what cookies looks like once you shrink them down. If you do not shrink the cookies down, the cookies will look like this. Very large again. So once you shrink the cookies down, they will look like this. This nice little thin, they're only taking up 2 squares. So I highly recommend you shrink down all your pet food. Now, once you start putting food in a pet box, it's not locked in until you're fully finished. So I'm just going to use Scarlet for an example here. We'll go to the sweet box. Even though not all the caramels are crushed, this is just an example, guys, of what you want to do. First, you'll crush all the caramels. So let's say all the caramels in Scarlet's pet box was crushed. You're going to go to Add Sweets. So we could go here. We can take a mite cookie, throw it over here. We can take another cookie, throw it here. We got these spirit canes here. Throw it here. Now, again, guys, this just is an example. You want to make sure you fully crush all the caramels in a pet box, and then shrink down all the food you want to put on your pet. And then you're going to go about what is going to be the best way to optimize your pet box for these sweets in your pet box. Even though I just put those, we're going to discard the changes. We're not going to lock that food in. So that was just a nice way to show you guys about how going about putting food in the pet box. Now, an important thing to remember, guys, is the pets will each have a certain stat that they're higher in. So we'll go with Arrow for an example. By going to his page 2, you see his melee power, his range power, and his technique. So Arrow has higher range power right now. That means he more so scales off of range. So what I have been doing is, depending on the stat that is the highest in the pet, is what type of cookies I put in the pet. So as like an example, Synchro here has a tech power of 192. So even if you minus all the bonuses, the tech power is still his highest stat. So I gave Synchro 3 casting cookies. With Marin, Marin's highest was range. Even if you minus all those stats, range was still the highest. So I put 2 range plus 35 cookies for Marin. That is just my recommendation to you guys. Or you could just simply stick with putting tech power cookies in. Or if you have spec'd into Pet Switch Strike with Fighter Sub, where you have maximized your melee damage on your Fighter subclass, you would put melee cookies on them and activate Pet Switch Strike so your pets are doing melee damage. Again, that's completely up to you how you would like to do your pet box, but my recommendation is that you at least have 2 pancakes in your pet box. You need to have a double stack and a triple stack. You need 2 parfaits in your pet box, and you need 2 support roles. Depending on what pet you have is going to depend on the parfaits that go in your pet box. This pet box that this parfait that I have for Synchro that has him do the damage when he is above 60% health is actually going to be removed once I get the parfait that makes his critical hits do more damage when he crits. Now, right now, there is no way to buy the parfaits or the support roles. You cannot buy them from the player's market. The only way you can get the parfaits is from titles. You come up top here to the title keeper.
Welcome.
And I will show you guys. It's under players, all the way down. And then as you see here, we get into the pets. So the pets, depending on when you get a level 80 pet, these are these titles that unlock. And each title is going to give you a different type of pet suite. So the Wanda gave us the rebound roll. The Trim gave us the support roll, which is on our Shifta right now. Sally gave us a substitution roll, which is also on Synchro right now. And then the Marin roll, the Melon roll is going to give us a single stack pancake. Same with the Viola. The Synchro is going to give us a Lucky Creep. The Jenga gave us damage to bosses. And the Arrow has given us the increased PP consumption in exchange for boosted Photon Arc potency. And then Popple has given us deal more damage the closer the pet is to the player. And then Redoran will give us the critical one, which damage dealt increases by the pet's critical attacks. So this is currently how you can get some parfaits and some rolls. You also, once a week, can get them by talking to your summoner bro. And he has different orders once a week that will give you different rolls, different pancakes. The Wanda one will give you the double stack pancake. These ones will give you some different types of rolls. And the Viola one will give you the comeback parfait. The Synchro one will also give you the parfait that makes your pet do damage when it's above 60% health. So that parfait is pretty easy to farm. And then so is the double stack pancakes as well.
Come by anytime.
The will also give you a critical cane, which I completely forgot to show you guys here. The critical cane. Extremely, extremely good if you're going to go a crit build into your pets.
Anytime.
My Synchro has 2 crit canes in them, and my Marin is also going to have 2 crit canes in it as well. There is a PP cane, which will give you plus 5 PPs, which you can put 2 of those in your pet box while you're waiting on your critical canes if you're going to go a crit cane build like I have. To get the triple stack pancake, Ariel actually sells them in the pet supply shop, all the way down at the bottom here. Now, in order to get a triple stack pancake, you need 5 double stack pancakes that have been shrunk down to plus 3, and you also need 250 synthesizers. So this is where Summoner becomes kind of expensive. You need EX cubes to get your Caramel Crushers. Also, synthesizers, you can get 20 synthesizers for 1 EX cube. So you really have to be farming gear to be able to trade them into the EX Cube shop, or you have to have a decent amount of Meseta to buy the synthesizers off the player market. So you can also buy single stack pancakes here. So 20 synthesizers for a single stack pancake. Then to get a double stack pancake, you need 2 single stack pancakes that have been shrunken down to +3 and 120 synthesizers. That's to get 1 double stack pancake. And then to get 1 triple stack pancake, you have right there, you need the double stack pancake +3 times 5 and 250 synthesizers. So it is an investment into synthesizers, but again, you are going to want 1 double stack pancake and 1 triple stack pancake into your pet's sweet box. That way you can maximize their element. Even though the element you're using is light, it'll do extra damage when you're fighting bosses like the false one. Alright though guys, that is going to do it for this video. I do hope it wasn't too much information and it really helped you guys out with the pet boxes. I know they can be a bit confusing. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please make sure to drop them in the section below. Or you can swing on over to twitch.tv/demonize and catch me when I'm live. As always, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I really hope this video helps you guys out there.